Hello, welcome to another My Life in Objects video. So I'd sort of forgotten about doing an object revolving around food actually. It came up, I think in a My Life in Objects, I was talking about a particular book about cakes and desserts, I think, stuff like that I'd been gifted by a friend when I was working at Red Hill College. So this is another one that's sort of connected with my working life in the UK. So around the same time I was lecturing at Red Hill College as a sessional lecturer, in parallel with that, I was working for myself. I mean, that was part of really working for myself because I was a contractor. I was I think what they call a sessional lecturer in the UK. I suppose the equivalent in North America might be something like an associate professor or something like that. Associate lecturer. I was just employed for a specific course, and as a result of doing that and another company I was involved with doing custom training for voluntary organisations in the south of England generally, I got to meet a really wide range of people from all sorts of cultures, and also through my own business, just going around day to day visiting various clients. And on numerous occasions, just because of the time of day, sometimes it'd be in the evening, sometimes I'd be doing corporate training with a group of people or an individual during the day. Sort of all day, spanning lunch. They'd ask me if I wanted to break bread with them, so to speak, for want of a better word. So I got exposed to a number of interesting dishes and culinary items over the years, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head now. So things like Eritrean dishes and sort of what would be considered, I suppose, what I think was referred to by this particular client I'm thinking of as like a Persian dish, or I went and did work for one of my clients who was a dentist, and him and his wife, I think, were originally from Jamaica, of Jamaican descent, and so we had a really nice sort of traditional Jamaican meal. And really off the back of that, I started to buy more like regional cookbooks, and I stumbled across this. I've actually still got in the front here a sort of, of its time. This would be a valued customer card. It's a little bit bent now, and you have the little stamps here where you fill in and they put their stamp on the bookshop. That was the Tudor House, 22 High Street, East Grinstead, West Sussex. I don't know if it's still there. It's an excellent bookshop. I'm not quite sure how many books there are in this series. I'm assuming there are versions of this for other parts of the world. But what I loved about it is it went through the different areas around there. So I don't know if you saw the map there. I went through it a bit quick. So there's the map. And I don't know how clearly you can see that. There's like red points on here of the areas it's going to cover in the book. As it goes through those regions, and what's great about it is it talks a little bit about the local culture, a little bit about the food and drink traditions, the agriculture in that area, the aquaculture, local like fish, obviously, being where it is, and also plants as well. And then it has recipes for all of this stuff. It's a lovely book. I mean, there's a lifetime's worth of stuff in here to explore. I'm not quite sure how much stuff I've actually made in it. I do know I have made rasta salad, and the problem is I have another book which covers a sort of subset of this. It's one of those sort of paperback pamphlet type recipe books. I think the ones I think I mean, is it Hamlin's? I can't remember the name of the publisher that publishes them, but that one covers a bit more of a distinct region, and I know I've made some dishes out of that, and I always get confused about which dishes I've made in this one, which dishes I've made in that one, and which ones I've done in a little Mexican cookbook I've got as well. But I know, yeah, there was I did mark up a rice and beans recipe in here that I've done. But yeah, it's fascinating. So there's a section here about vanilla and all of this stuff. Yeah, so if you can track these down, I have no idea. I mean, the book looks expensive, but I don't think it was at the time. For whatever reason, maybe it was reduced and it had just been sitting on the shelf. There's even a little bit in here about, yeah, so drinks as well. If you like stuff like yeah, regional cocktails, those sort of things. Yeah, there's some wonderful drink section. And so you can probably spot through going through this, there are some, I suppose, common structures to each section. So we've got St. Martin here. So talks a little bit about local market. Yeah, the dishes. There we go. Oh, there's one about wild gooseberry trees. We go on to more regions around there. And a bit about yams as well. But yeah, these books, and like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a series of them that deal with different regions. Yeah, are wonderful if you like exploring, culinary facts and figures alongside the recipes, and alcohol as well. I don't drink myself. I haven't done for quite a number of years now. But back in the day, I did enjoy a bit of a tipple. Oh, that passion fruit. I think some of these are not alcoholic. Aphrodisiac soups, there's a section on that. These are great. Oh, I love this book. Just so colourful. It's great photos as well, yeah. And all these wonderful pictures of the regions as well. Just mountain chicken. Ooh. Crabs, wild pigs. Yeah, they did try and reintroduce wild boars into the UK for a while. I don't know how well that went. Oh, there's plantains. I wonder if this... I'm sure there's a plantain dish in here that maybe I did. Look at all this stuff. Lovely book. Yeah, there's a lot about local traditions as well, which is really interesting. Really interesting. There's some stuff about fishing traditions as well. It's pretty cool. Stuff about village life. Obviously, this book came out in 1999. Oh yeah, I remember these pastries. These look amazing. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's my big what do you call it? My big weakness is pastries. I love pastries. Oh yeah, lots of stuff. Out Roti there, and yeah, and Tobago. assuming this must be, I wonder if this is in, oh no, I was going to say, is it in alphabetical? I'm not sure whether it just goes down the map from sort of left to right or right to left, or whether it's in a specific geographic order, or... But the other nice thing is it also touches on, you know, some of the communities within the wider community as well, and some of the sort of cooking that's been, I suppose, come in and been absorbed as well. So yeah, if that sort of stuff fascinates you, these are good. They're great sort of books for that. So yeah, clearly this is not in alphabetical order. But yeah, cool book. And yeah, definitely well worth checking these out if there are other ones. I managed to keep the slipcase, which is nice. The out it just looks like that without that. Culinaria Könemann, yeah, it looks like it must be a series. I'm sure I saw other ones on the shelf way back in whenever this was, sometime after 1999, but before 2009. But I know I'd had it for several years before I came out to Nova Scotia. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I'll catch you in a future episode.